Great to see you again.
And you.
You inspired me. Look at that.
Yay.
My mom saw it. I posted on social media.
did.
And she said, what did you do in Rome? And I said, it's going to fade away.
You went crazy in Rome.
I said, well, Claire Foy inspired me. You know, I don't usually cuss in these interviews, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're a badass in this movie.
Yeah. Is that cussing?
Well, for me, because I usually don't even say that.
Okay.
Did it feel like adrenaline rush? Did you have that when you were playing this character?
Yeah, well, because a lot of it involved adrenaline. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't faking it, you know. Yeah, there was so much of it that kind of was immediate and intense and full on. And that Fede would go, I promise you it's safe, as I was putting my head underwater in a bath going, is it, is it? But, you know, that was part of the thrill of it and that part of the, you know, I'm quite proud of myself that I did it.
It's great to see you again.
Yes.
We met at Blade Runner 2049. I'm going to give you an award already for this movie.
Oh.
Your award is Best Dressed. That red outfit.
Great, thank you.
No, it's awesome.
I know the outfit was awesome.
Well, how did it feel to wear? It just you look
It was
great.
good. It was good. Yeah, it's interesting because for me, it really felt like the color of blood from the family line, like the blood family, but also a color that in the world of Elizabeth Salander, it's gray and it's dark. It's like a different, like it's a color that you can't ignore. So she tries to ignore her past, but it's not really working.
How long did it take for you to get ready?
It took a while. I mean, it was a lot of red layers over red layers over red layers. I would say 2.5 hours because the scars and like, you know. It wasn't a lot of makeup. Like, I didn't have a lot of makeup, but I did have the scars everywhere on my arms and here. And then to get into that red outfit was a thing. Like, that was a damn tight outfit.
Well, you know that, but I said I'm going to give her that award today. I don't have a little trophy because...
Oh, shit.
Well, you just earned it last night. We'll mail it to you. How about
good.
that? You've already done your acceptance speech. Great to meet you, man. Fantastic movie. This kind of gave me like a Bond, but a classic James Bond type feel.
Yeah.
Am I in the ballpark?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's because the books evolved in a way that even in the books it went to a kind of a bigger and crazier place, right? And for me, like when I think about spy thrillers, I think about Bond, and my favorite Bond is the Roger Moore Bond. So those were the wackiest Bonds in a way, and so this has definitely some of that flair, right?
Is it fair to say that this is a different Claire Foy that we've ever seen before?
I think if you've not seen any of my previous work, yeah, probably.
Well, no, I'm just, I've seen your characters and you just...
I suppose the last four, yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
would be. But I don't know, I think I've definitely played characters which are not like Elizabeth before, but have similar qualities. It's obviously something that I'm interested in investigating or finding out about. So she's definitely in there somewhere.
Tell me what you like most about Lisbeth.
Everything. I mean, I love, she's so non-judgmental. She doesn't care who is having sex with who at any one time. She doesn't care about your political affiliation. She doesn't care about whether you've done the right thing or the wrong thing. She just thinks that's ridiculous. She's like, well, you've done the thing that's the right thing for you. And she just doesn't, her morals are stronger than most people's. And even though most people from the outside would say that they aren't.
Let's talk about your co-star, Claire Foy, and working on set. You two are great together. Had you met before working on this movie?
No. And actually, the director didn't want us to hang out together because he was like, oh, God, then you'll become friends. And then it's very hard to, like, play opposite each other, not liking each other. So it was like we didn't really meet until we were on set the first time. And then, of course, we hit it off. So he was right. Yeah.
Besties for life.
Yeah.
Off screen.
Yes.
I had read that you saw Claire Foy in an episode of The Crown, and you said, I have to have her. Is that a true story?
It is true. It is
Really?
true. Yeah. When we were looking for, who was going to play her, I knew that I wanted my own Lisbeth, that I didn't want to take some other director's cast. Because, you read a book and you read a script and you write a script like in this one and you have an image in your head of who the character is and you want to try to find the person that, mirrors that and not trying to find someone that already some other director decided that that's the person. As much as I love those choices, I wanted to have my own. And I was, yeah, when we were looking for, I saw one scene on that show, and I knew, but it's because they have more in common than what one might think. It's all repressed emotion. It's just with the Queen or with Lisbeth, it's someone that is, for different reasons, is not allowed to express their true feelings. In the case of Lisbeth, she doesn't allow herself to do that. But so you need an actor that is able to tell you so much with so little.
Is Lisbeth a hero?
Well, I try to present her like one, and then in the movie I try to destroy her, right? That's what I do in all my movies. I try to create a hero that you go like, oh, that person is quite heroic. And then I just show the darkest side they have and the dirt inside them, because I think that, at least for me as an audience, makes me more happy than watch superheroes that are just too good or too perfect or that I will never be. So I like when they're introduced like one, and then you just take that dirt out and you show it the truth about their sins and who they really are. It makes me feel like, oh, they're a human being like me.
Your director just told me, he was singing your praises, of course, and he also just
Told
said,
me he has to.
No, this is a funny story. He told me about the story that he saw you on The Crown and said, I need to have her. Is that a true story? Are you familiar with that? Or?
I don't know. I think it took some convincing, probably.
No, he said he saw you on The Crown and said, I want her. He just told me.
Well, I think I met him after that, and something in me must have made him think that maybe I could have a go at it and I could do it, because I don't think you'd watch The Crown and go, she's a logical choice to play Lisbeth Salander. I don't think anybody would think that. We really got what he wanted. I really got what he wanted to do with the character in the film and put her at the centre of it. I really understood, his intention.
Was this an adrenaline rush to film and be a part of? Because it's like a puzzle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It was very exciting, especially because it's a new character. To know the world and to be a fan of the world of Lisbeth Salander and Lisbeth itself, the character. I kind of knew a lot, and I had a lot of my own imagination reading the books and then seeing the films. So it was very exciting to make, a character that lives in that world come to life, in a sense that I wanted her to be kind of a ghost from the past, damaged woman. I wanted that to be very clear from the beginning, because I don't have a lot of time to tell, that story. So I really wanted the audience, when she comes in, to immediately see, oh, she had something's definitely wrong with this girl. And, that's why I wanted to have the bleached hair, the bleached eyebrows, and the scars, and so it was exciting.
The book was so secretive when it was released.
Yeah.
Did you keep this under wraps as well? Was it important to keep as a secret?
Well, I don't remember exactly when I read it, if it was when it was published already or before that. But it was definitely a thrill to get to read the new book, right? But also, it told me right away that it's kind of subtly everything goes. Like I could really make my own take on that book, and the writer allowed us for that, and it was really one of those chances where you'd have to honor every page. You could really make it a film, right, and expand upon the ideas in the book.
What was important for you to include?
The themes are important for me. That's what I try to do every time. And all my movies end up being about the same. I mean, this movie feels. Someone told me recently, you just did Evil Dead again. But this time there's a house on fire at the end. There's a lot of similar things with the first film, and it's because the themes of guilt and family are the same themes I'll constantly go to. For some reason, I don't know what I did. I mean, there's some repressed guilt in me that I haven't figured out yet. But every time is always about that, about guilt and family relationships.
How did you get ready for this? Because there's the accent that you had to learn.
Yep, that was tough. Because I think, we're a very European cast, and so it was very important to get a common sound, which was difficult to kind of get my head around. There was a lot of physical work as well, just physically getting through the shoot, but also all the stunts and the choreographed kind of fight sequences. I had to be strong to hold my own, so I had to work pretty hard.
And was it as cold as it looked on the screen? It looked like you guys were in frigid temperatures filming.
Colder.
It was okay. Oh, so that's a true story too.
I'd love to know what we hit, what the lowest one that we hit, but we definitely got past -18 at certain points.
Tell me what you like most about this story.
What I love most about the story is that we get to know Lisbeth Salander in a totally different way. We get to see the little girl that she once was. We get to feel her pain. And we get to understand why she does the things she does, and that coming from the past, and I think that is very important about this movie.
I'll tell you one other thing I loved about this, the look of this movie. It's beautiful. Actually, I was thinking about a ski trip the whole time because I'm like, man, those mountains are beautiful and the ski, the exterior scenes.
Yeah.
Where did you film all this?
A lot of it was in Stockholm. A lot of the city stuff was in Stockholm. And most of the snow escaped because there was no snow at that point where we were in Stockholm, so we did it in Germany. And, oh man, it was cold. It's really cold. When it looks cold in the movie, it's not even close to how cold it was. Like that bridge in the middle of the movie, oh my God. It's really, I tell you, a lot of people say how painful it is sometimes to make these films. This was really, and I roll my eyes to that most of the time, but this was a challenge, particularly for the actors that are they're not on their jackets, just in costume. It's really below zero temperatures that just kills you.
Claire, do me one favor. Sum up this experience for me in one word.
Exciting. That's it. Would you agree?
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Thrilling, I would add, too.
Oh, good.
And
Great.
thanks for the inspiration.
Hey, you should just go and get permanently done now. Don't think about it, just do it.